Won't you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5.
I think your audio might be messed up.
That's not messed up.
It's working now.
Yeah. Had to get my mic right. How we doing, gentlemen?
Doing well.
Little rise and shine. Julian eating that BS cooking in the morning.
You know about me.
Baseball season.
Yes, sir.
Tight vibe. Jacob, you got a fresh cut?
Do a fresh cut.
Give us the side view.
Oh God. Oh.
The beard is nice.
I'm not trying to
The beard is clean. The beard's clean. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey. Take 5. You know what we do every weekend. 11 a.m. Saturdays. We on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, X, Twitter, and anything else I have not named. You know. So we got episode 29, even though I got the wrong background. So we all over the place today, honestly. I want to go ahead and change that. Let me add in a new background for episode 29. Got to get the red, white, and blue out there. If it loads. Because we got some USA Olympic basketball that we got to talk about. Got some summer league to talk about. A little football to talk about. But yeah, it's the off season. Go get into it. All right, first take. This a layup here. So we doing a take review still. All right, so we know what we doing. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna keep track of it, and we'll find out what's the hottest take of the week. Let's go.
Truly feel responsible for taking LeBron to that, taking him to that next level, because when he went to Miami, game 5, game 6 in Boston, where we had him on the ropes to go back to the finals.
He did.
I think that was the game that took LeBron to the next level, to where his career from that point on.
And was he doing a lot of that against you?
It wasn't a lot against me. I was a little older, so we switched off a little. I guarded him half. Brandon Bass was guarding him. But, you know, I think that right there, game 6, I believe it was first year in Miami, we was up 3-2 at home. We go to the finals, and that's when it took him to the next level. And so...
Okay. Paul Pierce took LeBron to the next level. That's the take that we have to review. All right. Paul Pierce took LeBron James. You know, we've watched him his entire career to the next level on a scale of 1 to 5. Let's go.
Wait, is it 1 to 5? I thought it was 1 to 10.
So 1 being cold, like 1 being a cool take, like you can understand where the person's coming from. And 5 being an extremely hot take, like a ridiculous take.
That's like 4.5 for me. Just because it's not like Paul Pierce was the first real comp that Bron ever played against. Like he played the Thunder, he played he played Dirk Nowitzki.
He didn't say that though.
This is before. Oh no, it's not.
No, it's after.
Yeah, it's after. Yeah,
it's after. But nah, I mean, he didn't say he was the first comp. Like he just said he took him to the next level.
I think it's before.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was after. Yeah, I'm sure.
It was after.
No. This is him. Is he talking about when Bron was on the Cavs or when he was on the Heat?
When he was on the Heat.
Okay.
Yeah. This is after the Dallas finals where Bron went out bad, and then he had to go through the East, turn that thing around. You know that sort of thing.
I agree that like he showed. I don't know. I feel like he took a step during that series for sure. Like we didn't know at that point. We hadn't seen LeBron like. I mean, obviously he was already great and stuff, but like we hadn't seen him like really like be a killer in the championship run, at least besides like on that championship run with the Cavs. But like, you know, it obviously sputtered out at the end. But yeah, I definitely think he took a step and he kind of redeemed himself a little bit for the whatever that was in 2011. Like that, I won't say he fully redeemed himself. Like he never can. Like that's forever like unforgivable. Like I was a Brown fan. I was a LeBron fan when that happened, and now I'm not. I'll never be a LeBron fan again after I saw that. So
that's really.
I definitely say he took a step during that series. So I give it like a 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 take.
I guess I'd give it a 3, I guess. I do think he definitely like Jacob said, he faced lots of comp before. He wasn't really battle tested, I guess, and didn't, reach the heights until that then. So I guess he has a point, but LeBron was already one of the best shooting or small forwards of all time. So like, it's not like he really did much. I don't know why you're making a face.
There's really more of an argument for Dirk taking him to the next level over Paul Pierce.
But this is what I think we're failing to understand here. This is what I think we're failing to contextualize, just for the podcast. Was it Paul Pierce himself, the individual talent of Paul Pierce? Was he the sole driving force of LeBron to step to that next level after that series?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what we're trying to say?
4.5 for me.
Because that's what he's saying.
I'm giving it more to D Wade, honestly. Like I don't even think it was anyone else. I feel like LeBron like being kind of like taken under the wing of Dwayne Wade definitely helps him get a little bit better, or get a lot better, honestly. So
now Drew's right. And he was also right in the fact that he said, what'd you say, Drew? Because I wanted to stop you before Ian went to. You said about that killer instinct that LeBron has, how that really developed through that series. Like we remember, he dunking all over Jason Terry, like that sort of thing. Like that was a different intensity that he brought to that series that I never saw. I'll give him that. But the Celtics were just that good, in my opinion. Like the Celtics, they were quote unquote running the East at that moment in time. So it's like, that was a hurdle that he had to overcome to get to that next level. But I don't know if it was solely Paul Pierce. I know that that was the Celtics guy, along with KG, Ray Allen, and the crew, but they had that full team. Like, I don't know. It was more of the Celtics to me than Paul Pierce himself, who even in this clip, like I cut it off, but he even talked about how he didn't even guard LeBron. Like he was old at that point. Like, they were switching off, doing different things. So like, I don't know. I think it's more the Celtics than Paul Pierce. So I'm gonna give it I'll give it a 3.5, like a high 3.5, honestly.
By that time, they were calling them it was like Rondo and the Lil 3 that year. I think that's what they were saying.
Oh, for
Rondo and the Lil 3. Yeah.
But that team was nice though.
Yeah, he had already been tough then. So like it was a different team than the team like a few years prior who beat LeBron. So they were, they were a little bit older, a little bit slower. And LeBron, obviously, he had a much better team. And he himself was a better player. Like we saw that. So
golden ages of basketball. We'll never get back to these moments. I remember it very well. Broke the internet, but it is what it is. We got anything about Bron and Paul Pierce? All right, let's keep it moving. Switch gears to some football here. So we got a little football take.
Least valuable position in football.
Wow, what?
Crazy.
That's insane.
What do you guys think is the least?
Fucking guard?
You said on defense, right?
No, offense and defense.
Defensive tackle.
Quinnen Williams, Aaron Donald. Like those guys are game records. Like Kyle Hamilton.
I'd rather have Kyle Hamilton than Quinnen Williams.
I massive disagree.
Fullback. Oh, chill.
Okay, fullback. Yes. I think.
Wait, what was the first thing he said?
He said that this position of safety is the least valuable position in football. That's the take we're reviewing here.
I mean, are we counting fullback? Folks don't use fullbacks anymore.
No.
What do you mean? No,
we're not counting fullbacks.
Why aren't we counting?
There's only like 3 fullbacks. Yeah, there's only like 3 fullbacks, and they're valuable. Like the ones who do have fullbacks, like Kyle Juszczyk, Patrick Ricard, like they're tough. So we can't even count them. Nah, they don't count.
Okay.
They do not count. There's like 4.
Okay, I mean, it's a position in football, but I mean for sure.
Are we talking offense and defense?
Yeah, I mean he's talking about safeties.
No, it's definitely running back then.
I can agree with that.
What would you give it?
Huh?
What would you give the take, Jake?
Oh, honestly, that's like a 2, 1.5, because that's really not a bad take. After running back, it's probably like receiver, safety.
Your throw for sure. Like number one, I want to address the guy in the video. Like him saying guard, whoever said guard and
that was stupid.
Like you don't know ball. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that explicitly. Like, come on, bro. Like, offensive line, defensive line, that's the most important besides quarterback. So just being real. But for the take, I won't say safety is the least important. I definitely agree with Jake. Running back is probably least important today, or least valuable, I would say, today. Outside of running back, I'll probably go.
Can you expand on that just a little bit? Why would you say that a running back is least valuable in today's
Just because like there's so many running backs who can do similar things. Like we're not talking about the upper echelon of running backs, like the Christian McCaffreys, the top guys. Like yes, those guys are very valuable, but there's so many running backs who can be very good. Like we can't all have McCaffreys, but we can have very good running backs who can come in as a rookie and be very good. Like Kyron Williams, he was 4th or 5th round last year in the draft. He was all pro last year. Like you can come in as a rookie and dominate as a running back. You can get replaced. Like they drafted another running back to the Rams right after Kyron Williams just went all pro as a rookie. They drafted another running back from Michigan, Corum. Like I assume he's gonna get run this year. Like you can just, it's a revolving It's a revolving wheel, revolving door, excuse me. You can just keep getting replaced.
But I think I'm misinterpreting where we're placing our value. Like when I talk about value, I'm talking about the player that helps success the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I mean by that? Like, I understand that there's a lot of running backs that come in and it is a revolving door. They don't typically have very, very long primes. But, like, are running backs not key to success of a football team?
They are, but there's just a lot of people who can do that. Like, there's a lot of different running backs who can do similar things. So, like, that's why I'm saying they're least valuable. Like, if you lose your starting offensive lineman, the guy you're going to bring in on, I would say 90% of NFL teams is probably going to be pretty poor. Like there's not many offensive linemen who you can bring in off the bench who are going to come in and like things will flow as they did with the first offensive lineman. If you lose your running back, like the next guy can come in and you probably won't miss a beat on a lot of teams. Like, so I'm saying they're not valuable in terms of, like you said, to the success of the team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But if I was going to rank it, I would probably say like running back, like a modern day NFL, I'll say like running back, off ball linebacker. So like not like pass rushers like Micah Parsons, but like stand up linebackers.
No, that's throwed.
Not now, bro. It's definitely
you need them.
We can't go for run stopping.
They are, but like we got to think. We got to say like D line. The D line's more valuable just on defense. D line's more valuable, and the secondary is more valuable now because teams throw the ball so much. Like there's only usually 2 linebackers on the field in today's NFL.
Bro, you need to cover the middle. Like that's where like every quarterback.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're BS. Like those guys are important too. Everyone's important in football, but like I'm just saying, I would say I'm taking the safety as the last line of my defense, or or a cornerback definitely over an off-ball linebacker right now for sure.
Okay. What would you give the take?
This thing, I'll probably give it like a 2.5. Like it's not terrible. I mean,
it's kind of high.
Terrible.
What you got, Ian?
Yeah, I give it a 2, I guess. Like Jordan said, running back's a plug and play position.
Not from you.
I mean, you made a good point. Like the upper echelon running backs, like you cannot replace those. Like those are very valuable. But
that's
for
that's why the Eagles paid Saquon for like 14.
Yeah, I'm fine with that because he's one of those top echelon running backs. Like I feel like those running backs are more valuable than a lot of other positions. But when you're just talking about the position, like I guess safety is harder to find a serviceable backup than running back. But still, like I still feel like if you have like a elite running back, you can like change the game and change your offense.
That's where when we talk value to a success, to the success of your team. You know what I mean? Like I have a hard time believing running back is the number one at the very least. Like I understand this could be a cooler take.
Who?
What do you mean who?
Who else?
I don't know. I don't know. So that is the caveat with that. That's why I'm only gonna go like a 3 with this. You know what I mean? Like I would say fullback if it quote unquote counted, but whatever. Like, but I'll go 3 with that one. I'll go 3. Not too bad,
but yeah. I just want to address the point though about linebacker. Like, yeah, I agree with you in terms of run stopping. It is important, but you got to pick a safety over linebackers in today's NFL.
Julian, what teams don't have elite linebacker? Like what good defenses don't have elite linebackers? That's like that.
Good defenses don't have great DBs. Like what are we talking about?
San Francisco, there was like they had probably like one good person in the secondary.
Isn't Howie Fung gone in San Francisco?
Yeah, that's what I said. One good player. Like whoa.
Number one, that's not true. But I'm just talking about safety only.
Okay, bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, who are their safeties other than Hufanga?
I gotta look it up, but
my point is like they're fine on defense because of their linebackers. Like you're trying the linebackers.
They're fine on defense because they're D-line and Fred. I mean, they're no. That team specifically, like, yeah, they're kind of a linebacker centric team, but not every team is built that way. Like, absolutely not.
The Ravens?
Yes, the Ravens. Yes, that was another team. Yes, but there's a lot of other teams who like no.
I'm just saying it's really important. If you want
to, I agree. Linebackers are important, especially you need like one of them who's like a dog. But I would say I'm taking safety over them, like especially for today's NFL, like the safety.
I don't know. Linebackers are like every single play, they have to be ready to make a play. Mm-hmm. Like safeties are cushion. They're really just the last
line of your defense.
Yeah.
But you got to think though, safeties get involved in the run game and the pass game. Like they do similar stuff as linebackers do now. Like it's pretty much. Especially like the better safeties in the league, like who get in the box, like Derwin, like Kyle Hamilton, like those guys are basically playing linebacker anyway. So I don't know. It's all similar. It's all similar stuff.
I feel like that's one of the more tougher takes, to be honest. Like you really got to think about it. Because they're all vital in their own way. Like you need a lot of pieces to make football work. But anything else on this take?
I think we should look at it this way. Like, I think we should compare like an all-pro safety to an all-pro running back. Like, just say like every position's all-pro. What position do you feel like you could just say you can just plug in like a regular guy? I feel like
running back definitely.
Yeah.
If you have an elite one, if you have an all-pro running back, you think you can replace him? You think CMC is replaceable?
He's not replaceable. Like he's not. It's not going to be 100% replaceable.
Yeah, I mean that's the best running back.
The team can still go without him for sure. We've seen it. Like when he's
like we could take McCaffrey, put in Tank Bigsby. I think he would be straight. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, but it's facts though. Like we've seen a lot of great running backs get hurt, and the team still goes with the backup. That always happens.
Oh, but they're not the same. Imagine the 49ers.
Okay. Look. Imagine. If the Ravens lose Kyle Hamilton, like that's huge. Like that's huge for them.
Okay.
That's worse than the 49ers losing CMC. I'm sorry, it is.
I don't think that's true.
It is.
That could be a hot take.
I don't know. That's not true.
What do you mean?
CMC is such an extreme example.
Okay, fine. Not CMC. Saquon.
Or JT. Or use JT.
Jonathan Taylor. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Jonathan Taylor. They put in Zach Moss. He still turns up.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he turns up.
But he was not JT.
Yeah, he's not JT. But the team still goes. And that's better than the Ravens losing Kyle Hamilton.
Okay. I mean, that's one example. Zach Moss is a starter now. But
yeah. I'm just
I
saying,
mean, damn near he played better
running
than
back
JT.
starters. There's going to be running back starters who just got drafted this year. Like Kamani just got drafted to the Chargers.
He's not starting.
He absolutely might by the end of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah, he might get a lot of
We'll
play,
see.
but I just don't think I don't know. I feel like safety you can plug in kind of.
Not for a game changer. Like if we lost Jesse Bates on the Falcons, our defense is fractured. Like our defense is broken. If we lose Jesse Bates,
I guess, but I feel like I don't know.
If you lose Bates, Kyle Hamilton, Derwin, like those guys, like you scheme your defense around those guys.
Yeah, I just feel like the safety position isn't that deep. Like there's not that many 5 safeties. Like I feel like a lot of them are average, where you can just plug and play for them. A lot of them.
Yeah, your throw.
That's not throw. The Eagles haven't had a 5 safety since.
And y'all are mid. Yeah, that's why your defense is mid. That's why your defense is mid.
Mid?
Yeah, your defense was bad. Not even just mid. It was bad last year.
What? That was 1 year. Because our
talking about the most recent team. I'm just saying your defense was not good at all.
I mean, that's 1 year.
At all.
Oh,
I'm dead. You said that they only had one dude in the secondary. Also, I just looked it up. Like, well,
Hufanga? Who else?
What's his face? Ward, Javarius Ward.
I'm not trying to hear it.
Okay.
It really is just Hufanga, pretty much.
But like I said, though, that team is built from the front. It's built from front to back, which is like how you're supposed to do it, I guess. But having that D line rushing the what's it called? The quarterback, like
that D line is so gross.
The game, easily. So
front to back is crazy. Hey, take 5. Let's go to the next one. All right, so we got we're switching gears again. Had to let y'all boys talk y'all football. Oh, that's not. All right, I had to blow that up. So, NBA, they're reaching a new media rights deal. A little bit like how the NFL did. So, they're trying to put some games on Amazon Prime. This is what Charles Barkley had to say. You know, we know he's a part of TNT, and they may get pushed out of this entire situation. Like, they may be off the air. So, Barkley said, I think that you greedy players and greedy owners, they don't really care about anything but how to make the most money possible. We should never put money above the regular fan. Everybody can't afford streaming. There's nothing wrong with streaming, but when you start just going to the highest bidder and you're not on regular television, I think you do a disservice to the fan. All right, so that's his take about the new media rights deal. Okay. So what do y'all think about it? I mean, we know, like I mentioned, football, a lot of different leagues, different sports, they're starting to put their streaming, on these platforms that you have to pay separately than just cable. Does he have a point with his take about these big franchises, big leagues not caring about the little guy, the regular fan?
No, I mean, he definitely has a point, especially in football. I saw something that if you were to watch every single game this season, it would cost you $700. So, like, that's kind of crazy. But at the end of the day, this is a business. Like, these are companies. We're in a capitalist society. The point is to make the most money possible. So they're going to do that. There's really nothing that can stop that.
1 through 5. On the table.
It's like a 1.
All right. So he's right, but it's not like that's gonna change anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Big Jew, what you got?
I would say it's probably like a 2 out of 5, I think, because just for like the modern day era, we're going towards streaming. Like we know we're going away from cable TV and things like that. So I'm not gonna act like most people don't have access to the majority of streaming services. Like at least maybe not now, and especially like the older people. Yeah, I agree with them. But for people like our generation, who like obviously these leagues are trying to cater to people who are younger, like the crowd who's going to be or the fan who's going to be with them for the long run. I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy to put a game on Amazon Prime. Like most people have that, or on Netflix. Most people have that, you know. So I get what he's saying. Like, I think they should still be on TV as well, so the average fan can watch it. But I feel like we're going away from cable in general, so it's not crazy.
But it's piling on top of each other. Like, streaming services are becoming more and more obscure. Like, there's NFL Plus now. Did you even know that?
No.
I didn't even know that either. I saw that for the first time a week ago.
What is that?
It's like a streaming service, NFL Plus, for games. There's going to be games on it.
That's fine.
That's dope.
That's not fi. How's that fi?
Yeah, that's definitely not fi. But
is that like is that just what Sunday ticket was?
I don't know.
I think kinda, but I don't know if you could watch every game through
that.
Plus.
Sunday tickets are good. I mean, Sunday ticket is smooth.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just gonna stream East all this anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't understand why this is like such a big deal. I feel like half the
older people don't know that.
Yeah.
So, and that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the people who don't have streaming services, who are still like, you know, using cable, are going to use cable until they die. Like they're talking about those people.
Yeah, because there's so many streaming services that you have to buy now. So it's. I feel like
not really though.
You said what?
I said not really though, but I'll let you get your point across before I chime in.
I mean, I guess I gave it a 2 for the take. I don't think it's. I think he was spitting, honestly. Like not the regular fan can't get Amazon Prime, Hulu, whatever they need, Max. Like they can't get all 5 of the streaming services. But like I was trying to say, yeah, it's probably more than 5. But I was trying to say earlier, like the younger generation, like us, like. We're stream easting everything, so like I don't really find this big of a problem for us.
Like, I brought out the stream bees, but no, let me add. I mean, we're not even, and we're just talking about the NBA, but you got to add in like the Peacocks of the world and all the other streaming services that you have to get in order to watch these games. But in the same breath, like. You get Hulu Live Sports. I feel like you can watch whatever you want. Like you get that Amazon. I think Amazon has something similar to that, like that Prime Video or whatever. You can watch a whole bunch of different sports through that. Like you could choose your platform and then kind of roll with that for the most part. But this is, I mean, I have to. What Jacob said is true. I just feel like. There's nothing to do. Like you have to make this move as big business. Like you have to move as the times move. You have to be on top of that or else you will get left behind. Like unfortunately a TNT or something like that. And you'll just be out of the picture, period. Younger generation, we stream. Like we stream pretty much everything. I'm watching cable for games, to be honest. Like I don't know what you guys watch through cable, but anything you watch through cable on top of that can be streamed anyway. So it's a change. I think that was just a necessity. That's what has to happen these days. As far as the regular fan, he is talking about the older fan, like Julian was saying. You know, met a dude the other day, still has a flip phone, so he can't even get into the stadium with like mobile tickets. You know, to be an older dude. So like, yeah, there are these people out there, and world is just kind of moving away from it. It's just unfortunate, but there's nothing you can do. So I'll give it a 2. I will give it a 2.
Yeah, you got to get with the times, honestly. Like,
yeah, I mean,
just being real.
Either get with it or get lost.
So
it's a shame. Yeah. Okay. Back to not back to it, but let's talk about some Olympic basketball here. So we got a few Olympic takes. I take 5. Follow us everywhere. All right, now. So this one is more of a compounded take in the fact that we've just heard the rumblings from many different places. You know, there's just many different directions. So word on the street is, Jew, that Cooper Flag today, all right, would have gone number 1 in this year's NBA draft? That's the take that we have to review. So we know that Atlanta Hawks picked up number 1 Zachary Risacher. We watched him play last night. I know y'all didn't because y'all be doing the most. But I watched him play last night. I watched it cover to cover. I saw a lot of great things from the young man. And, of course, he was playing the number 2 seeded Alex Sarr, also from France. You know, a lot of hype around his name. He I wouldn't say he had his best game, but we saw some glimpses, saw some things he can do. So I just want to ask y'all, like, y'all have seen the Reed Shepherd tape. I'm going to add him in there because he's nice as well. Do y'all believe that if Cooper Flagg went to the draft this year, he would have had to go number 1 overall over Risacher and the other guys?
I think probably, yeah, honestly, especially since it was the Hawks with the first pick and we're in dire need of a big man. And this is an elite, skillful big man. I think he would, genuinely.
I mean, you know, I think he's about Risacher size, isn't he? Isn't he like what, 6'8", 6'9", something like that?
He's like 6'9". I don't know what position he plays though. I still don't really understand. Because like Jacob said, he is pretty skillful, but like, is he a big or is he a wing? Like
I thought he played the 5.
Yeah, no, he's like a 6'8", 6'9", so he's probably like that, you know.
I mean, he'll grow those sort of thing. Like he's only 17.
He's 17. Like,
yeah, he's gonna get the Luka archetype.
Maybe he's gonna get what?
The Luka archetype, 6'8", big.
He's not big forward. He moves better than Luka.
Yeah,
does.
he does. Yeah,
like more athletic.
Yeah, more athletic.
Yeah. Are you done, Jacob?
Wait, was there a take for me to rank?
Yeah.
It was.
What do you gone first?
Yeah, you say yeah, so I'm guessing it's cool.
But actually, knowing that he's 6'8" now, I don't know.
Risacher is 6'9". Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's really no difference, so that changes things. I'll say that's like a 3.
Okay.
I think it's around a 3 too, honestly. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've seen a lot of their games. Like, I'm not even gonna say that. Like, I've seen Cooper Flagg like hoop a little bit, like on Baller's Life and stuff like that. And then I've seen I actually did see some of the Risacher game last night before I left out. It was like probably like the first quarter. He played pretty well, like when I was watching, but like it's not enough for me to, you know, like really get a good gauge on his game. Like, I don't know how he is. So like I would say like the aura of Cooper Flagg, like, yeah, he's probably going number 1. Like, you know, he be like dunking on folks and like talking crazy, and like he's white too. It's like doing that while white just makes it like people love that even more. So like, I'm not gonna lie, they do, bro. Like, don't even.
That started off so well. Like, I thought you was about to.
Yeah, I'm saying
it's just nonsense at the end. The aura of Cooper Flagg. Like,
it's real, bro. Like they be commenting under the Baller's Life comments. Like, have you ever seen the Cooper Flagg Baller's Life video? They be under the comments, like, just like they love him.
Are they lying though? Like, they're hard videos.
Like, he's actually tough. Like, he actually is tough. So you got to give him his props. Like, I would say, yeah, he probably will go number 1 over a Frenchman. Like, he's probably gonna go number 1 over a wing mediocre Frenchman. You know.
That's crazy. But what we got, Ian? What you got?
Yeah, I'm giving that kick a 1. Honestly, like, as a prospect, he's one of the best prospects we've seen in a while. He's 17 and he's playing like he should be in the league right now. The fact that he
Imani Bates was one of the greatest prospects of all time.
No, this is
all
not the same.
time.
It's not the same, bro. Cooper Flagg is athletic.
It is the same.
It's not the same. Cooper Flagg is athletic. He has a bigger build. Well, this is true. He's more built for the NBA. This is true.
Yeah,
banging with AD and LeBron like at 17. This is the big, like, he can grow 2-3 more inches. That would get scary. That would get serious. And I definitely think he's gonna get better at basketball. Like, so
I'll get better.
I definitely think that they would have taken him number 1 just as a prospect.
Him being only 17 helps him out a lot too. Like, if he entered the draft at 17 and he's probably around as good as those guys right now. Like, they play professional basketball, so I would say they have somewhat of an edge over him right now. You know, he was in high school, but yeah, I would say he has a lot of room for growth. He hasn't even went to college yet. He's probably not done growing. His body's not filled out, and he's probably almost as good as them. Like you gotta take him number one.
What are you ranking this in? You said a 1?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and talk about Risacher then, because we're throwing a little bit of dirt on his name. Through that was the first time I saw him play a full basketball game. So let's just go ahead and preface it for what it is, because not a lot of us have seen him really play. Like, I'm not looking at the French, league that often. I don't really do that. That's just me. He moved well. Obviously, he's got to put some more weight on. He's 19. So he's a young man too. Got to put some more weight on. Thought he shot the ball well. He showed he has the ability to create a little bit at the 6'9" spot, decent handle on things. But I think to me, the biggest thing I saw was, one, he was confident. Like, he shot the ball, even when it was a bad shot, left the door open, whatever, like, kept shooting. So that's what you like to see out of guys like that. He passed the ball well, I thought. He made some good looks, made some good playmaking moves. I think my thing was, how is he going to fit with what the Hawks have? Like, the Hawks, they were showing their projected lineup of garbage that they're about to put out there for whatever reason. It was like Trey. It would be like Trey, Bogey, Risacher, Jalen Johnson, and Capella or something like that. And I'm just looking at that. And I'm like, well,
that is terrible.
It could be worse.
That's not that bad, bro. Jalen Johnson is actually straight.
Yeah. Jalen Johnson is good.
He's a
but
good
that doesn't matter.
We can't rely on Jalen to, I don't know, be an all-star next year or something like that. Like, we don't have any stars except for Trey squad anymore. Like, that's what we have. We just have decent role guys. And if we're gonna start a rookie that we've never really seen play, like, I don't know what to say. We got Dyson Daniels coming off the bench. Dyson Daniels off the bench with Larry Nance. I don't know what to say about that. So I don't know how his skill set, his capabilities are gonna fit with the team. He shoots well, which will be nice. Hopefully he's formidable on the defensive end, but we'll see. We'll see what it is.
Why have the
what was up?
I was wondering, why have the Hawks not canned Clint Capella yet? Like, why?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's like, y'all have what's his face off the bench?
Yeah, Okongwu.
Okongwu.
I don't understand that.
I don't know if
3 years since he should have been gone.
I don't know if Okongwu can be a starting 5. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Like, we're gonna have to see Embiid. We're gonna have to see Giannis.
Sure.
Like, we're gonna have to see real big guys, like big men. Like, so I just don't know. Y'all are looking like that, but we made Andre Drummond look like Shaquille O'Neal. So it's just like I don't know if Okongwu is the answer for that great player, but he's just not big enough.
But can Capella hold up against those guys?
I mean, he's at least taller. Like, I'm not saying
not
Capella's
doing
fine,
anything
but like,
versus
he's at least taller. Like,
he's not doing anything versus Joel Embiid. Like, come on.
No, of course not. Not many people are. All I'm saying is he's at least a bigger body to bang with. That's it. That's all. I mean,
he's expensive and not good in my opinion. So I don't understand it.
Why do you think he's still on the team? Like, you think somebody's gonna give us something for a Capella?
I'm saying, like, they can't trade the contract. Like, how long is it?
I mean, not unless they were willing to attach a actual good player with it, like, or a decent player with it, like a Bogey or something like that,
or a pick. Which
they don't want to put DeAndre Hunter with him either.
Should have put him with DeJounte Murray. Honestly, could have got
Hawks. Yeah, they should have probably packaged him out with DeJounte. But the Hawks are they're just a poorly ran organization, honestly. Like,
they are front office in shambles. I mean, we look, I would say we're a laughing stock like LA is about to be. That's my other team, but nobody expects a Hawks or anything. But that's beside the point. Cooper Flag, on the other hand, we've seen a lot of Cooper Flag. Like, I feel like we've seen him, of course, high school. What he's doing now, we know he's about to go, tear up college. Like, he's got that type of game. Then you see him on the USA select team, and then you see the tape, You know what I mean? We see him with the pull-up jumpers. We see him, like Ian said, banging with the bigs, getting active, playing above the rim. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that when he does come out, he's going to be the number one pick. There was a lot of doubt this year. Like, there was a lot of parity when we talk about the draft. Like, no one really knew, like, is it Alex Sarr? Is it Risacher? Is Zach Edey going to even be up there? Something like that. Like, there's just a lot of parity with it. I give it a 2.5. I give it a 2.5.
There's another guy in Cooper Flagg's class who's also like 100 overall recruit. Bailey.
100 overall.
I'm not exaggerating. Like, he's literally 100. Like, they're both 100 overall recruits. Him and I think his name is Ace Bailey or something like
Ace
that.
Bailey.
Ace is nice.
Yeah,
I've seen him. He's a good player.
We'll see what happens with them in college, because that could shake things up at the top of the draft. But yeah, I would expect Cooper Flagg and him to go 1 and 2 or whatever. But
to me, he has that college game. Like, NBA, I think he'll be fine too. But I'm just saying, like, as far as moving forward, that college game, shoot over the top, bang with the bigs, whatever. I think he'll be a good player.
We don't know where he's going, do we?
Who, Flagg?
Yeah, Flagg going to Duke.
Which sucks.
Of course.
That sucks.
What you mean?
They're haters.
I'm not trying to watch Duke. I don't like Duke, bro.
Bro, I've been watching that all
You
my
were
life.
rooting for Duke last year. Like,
who was rooting for Duke?
You.
Who was rooting for Duke last year?
You.
I'm a Canes fan. I don't root for Duke. Like, come on. We invite Duke to the Wasco Center and handle business. Like, I've witnessed that for sure.
Anywho, storied organization that they have there. You know what I mean? He's gonna be around some good coaching. So, like, it's really the up and up. He get with Coach K a few more times, like he is right now as we speak. Like, he'll be a good player. Anything left on Cooper Flagg before we keep it moving? Doing so well on time today. All right. It's about to get into some throw territory. We got to get into some Jason Tatum slander. We got to get into some Tatum.
I don't even like talking about Jason Tatum. This man is so corny.
We do, like, the Pete the Pose though.
Why y'all be hating?
I mean, it just
what is that?
He said, "What is that?"
That boy was smooth back in the day. He's not Jaylen Brown. Like, Jaylen Brown had to pop out and show hitters. Like, you already know what it is with him. Same skin tone. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into this take here. It's not really about Jason Tatum, but it's loosely related.
Do you understand what Team USA was doing? They wanted someone who could be that scrappy, dirty work sort of point of attack defender, and that's what Derek White is. And Jaylen Brown, by the way, is an excellent defender, but he's the Finals MVP. He's the Finals MVP, and unless you really believe that, man, having Derek White there instead of Jaylen Brown, when you're talking about skill sets defensively that are not this far apart, I don't know. I can't see that being the difference maker. I still think this team will roll. Yeah. You're replacing Kawhi Leonard, so it's not like you're replacing a role player, right? You're replacing a star, so having another big name in there shouldn't be something you're afraid of. Unless it's the difference in winning the gold medal, and I can't see how it would be, you go with the Finals MVP as a sign of respect. Yeah. He's earned it, sure, right? And to take a guy who's on his team, but way down the
All right, gentlemen, so you kind of understand, you get the gist of the take here. So, Team USA, Olympic basketball, they shocked the world yet again. I won't even talk about the women's team, but they shocked the world yet again by replacing Kawhi Leonard with Derek White. All right. And before we get into this is no disrespect to Derek White, because Derek White was a vital piece of the Celtics championship team. So we'll give him the respect that he deserves. He is an all defensive player. We understand that. But they replaced Kawhi Leonard with Derek White and not Jaylen Brown. Should Jaylen Brown have been on the Team USA team? Like, what was Rachel Nichols right in her take saying, like, okay, like, get you have to replace Kawhi with somebody, why not just do it with Jaylen Brown? Like, so let's go ahead and rate that take.
That's like a 1, like a 2, because what can Derek White do on both ends of the floor that Jaylen Brown cannot do better?
Yeah.
He led the league in block shots, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I mean, he's better. He's probably a plus defender.
Yeah, he's better defensively.
He's probably a plus defender, but
it's really close though.
Yeah, not by so
He's
much.
not asked to score 26 on the other end as well.
Dude, but Jaylen Brown
talking about
Jaylen Brown would not have been asked to score 26 a game on this team. Don't look at me like that. They have KD. Bro, they have KD, Curry, LeBron, Joel. Bro, if JB was on this team, he would probably play 10 minutes. Like LeBron and KD, like you're talking about some respect. These are legends. These people deserve shots, more minutes. Like they deserve the ball over him. I'm sorry. He didn't fit on this team. Like there wasn't enough space. Like Kawhi, like he deserved respect. So he could have got his shots up. Guy like Jaylen Brown, they're not respecting him enough.
The finals MVP doesn't deserve respect.
No. It's 1 year, bro.
It's ridiculous.
You're funny.
Compared to everyone else?
Compared to Derek White.
Bro, Derek White's not getting shots up, bro. He's not playing. This is what you're not understanding. Derek White is not going to be playing. He might play some defensive stops, like get in there for some defensive stops.
So if he's not going to be playing, why wouldn't you just put Jaylen Brown in there?
Jaylen Brown will not be playing, bro. Jaylen Brown's not.
So then why wouldn't you just do it if he's the better player?
He's better.
Yeah.
What?
Because Derek White is defensively better.
Barely.
I don't even think that's barely. I think he's like definitively better at defense.
Not even.
Somebody else speak, please. Somebody else, please. Please, John.
I'll rate it. I'll probably rate it like a 2. Or did you give your rating?
You did.
3.
Okay, yeah. I'll probably give it like a 2, 2.5 because like I do get what Ian's saying, and I also get the Jaylen Brown side. Like, of course, if you're Jaylen Brown, you're a blow because like they just disrespected you. They took every single American in the starting 5 over you like, on your own team. Like they took Drew, Derek White, and Tatum all over you. And like Jason Tatum, like I'm on record, like he's a better player than Jaylen Brown. Like, okay, they're gonna take Jason Tatum over you, whatever. And I think he's probably okay with that now. Like he understands that dynamic, but like to take Drew Holiday and Derek White over him, it's like it's now getting a little bit like
Bro, I gotta jump in here.
You do, but it's like, come on.
I gotta jump in here, Drew, because I had to cut a lot of these clips down because I don't have the storage on my phone for this. But Rachel Nichols mentioned something interesting at the end of this clip, though. Like, so there's 2 people that were left off Team USA who people were like, these guys should probably be on there at some capacity. You know what I mean? So obviously Jaylen Brown, he just won the finals. Like he just won finals MVP. Like we got guys on there who haven't even seen a 3rd round.
I don't know why that matters.
My bad. I'm just saying we have guys on the team that have no. There's no need for that. No. I'm just saying there are guys, plural.
He had a stinker versus Canada.
I think. Actually, no, never mind.
I just want levels. You need to know. You need to understand levels.
He had a stinker on versus Canada.
For sure.
He fouled out versus Dwight Powell. But anyway, that's so beside the point. So there's Jaylen Brown that didn't make it. And there's also NBA champion Kyrie Irving who didn't make it. Now there's one thing that these 2 players have in common, and it's not the championship. They both have been outspoken against, Nike, for some of the things that, they have done before. Like we obviously know what happened with Kyrie and that whole Nike situation. He was dropped by Nike.
What happened?
Anywho, Jaylen Brown also has been critical about Nike. He's been known to protest as well, that sort of thing. Like that's what Jaylen Brown is known for. A lot of people have asked the question. Julian, you said that Jason Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown. That's fine. I think a lot of people think that. I really do. And that's not something that's crazy to say. But a lot of people also believe that Jaylen Brown should be given a lot more credit than he has been given for his play, his talent, his ability to score, defend, that sort of thing. Some people have said that. No, really. Some people have said that.
More credit.
More credit. Yes, more credit. Like there are a lot of people who don't believe he should have had Finals MVP.
I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have had the Finals MVP. He should have had the Eastern Conference MVP for sure. But the Finals MVP,
I think he should have.
I think he should have had both. But anyway.
It was marginal. Like the difference was marginal in the finals, and like Tatum was just doing everything in that series. Like he was doing everything.
He was playing an all-around game. I don't know about marginal. Like, you know,
I'm saying the difference was marginal in terms of their scoring.
That's true.
I mean, it came down to efficiency. He was not efficient.
I mean, we can look at the numbers, I guess, but I think Tatum just filled the stat sheet more. Yeah, like he had the rebounds. He had some assists, some good assisting games as well.
10 assists multiple times. Like Jason Tatum had a very good series. Like I feel like people tried Jason Tatum more than he deserves to be tried. Like
they do.
You talk about like him being corny and all this, and like he's an NBA what's it called? He's a playoff choker and all that. I don't know about that. Like I feel like he played pretty well in the finals. People say
he might be a choker.
A finals choker.
I mean, yeah, because he choked in the finals. Like that was the only reason why we said that. Like,
what do you mean? He didn't choke in 2 finals. It's not true.
Yes, he did.
Efficient.
Nah, he didn't.
He not choked this year. He played very well this year. It's not
true. Well, I don't think he outplayed Brown though when it came.
His jumper just wasn't good this year. Like that was the difference. But
and perhaps
he still played very well, and he got to the rim like he was playing good ball.
All besides the point.
Yeah,
there's 2 people that didn't make it, 2 people that's outspoken about Nike. I just want to make that point known, like just so we're aware of what's actually going on here. All right. As far as the take though, there's no justification. There's really no justification for what we've seen. I've been on record saying I don't even know why Halliburton is on the team. You know what I mean? I don't even know why he's on the team. I don't know why he's on the team. So when you tell me that Derek White, Julian had a great point. Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Jason Tatum, you're not gonna put the guy that actually hoisted the Finals MVP trophy like a month ago or whatever it was. Like we're being serious.
That's thrown. I'm just gonna be honest.
Are we being for real?
Dude, like, Derek White led the team in assists throughout the whole year.
Oh, stop defending it.
No, this is true though. When Derek White, when the Celtics were struggling at times, Derek White was their savior. Like that's actually true.
That is true.
I would say he was the best player in the first series. In the first round.
He's a good player. That's not what we're saying. I'm not trying to say that he's not a good player. That's not what I'm trying to say. Is Jaylen Brown a better player than Derek White? Yes, we all agree with that.
Bro.
It does matter. We all agree with that because we're replacing Kawhi Leonard. Who is a better replacement for Kawhi Leonard than Jaylen Brown?
Bro, I mean, if we're talking about first of all, we have to understand people's roles on this team.
That's what he's saying.
That we're replacing that role. We're replacing a guy who can score on the offensive end and also play a high level defensively.
That's fine, but I don't think that Kawhi was going to get up 15, 20 shots a game, bro. There's
why do you think Brown will?
Yeah, none of them really will except for the first few guys, but
yeah, we're replacing the last guys on the bench right now.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to Kawhi, but we're looking for a replacement, a swap, right? So you just want to get the best player that's available.
No, bro. They already have offense. Do they not?
Yes, they have offense.
Number one, we're number one. I feel like y'all are getting in too deep to this. Like, number one, this didn't come down to hoops, if we're being honest, because
it never does.
The team has enough. Like, the team is going to probably win the championship. They have enough talent. They're not going to bring the best players when we're talking about the USA basketball. This is not just a hoops decision. Like, obviously, your point about Kyrie and Jaylen Brown, like, let's be real, that probably is a factor. Like, if Nike's sponsoring the Olympic, if Nike is sponsoring the Olympic team, they probably don't want Kyrie, the guy who they just had a huge fallout with a year ago or 2 years ago, being on the team, or Jaylen Brown, who'll be talking. Not say he talks crazy, but like, you know, he's outspoken. He's an activist. Like, they probably don't want him to get up on the podium and say something that they deem is crazy. Like, they don't want that. So I get why they didn't bring him. Like, this was not a hoops decision.
It was not a hoops decision. It was not a hoops decision. It's just, to me, Jaylen Brown's outspokenness is not as flagrant as Kyrie in that aspect. You got to put him on the team.
I feel like
put him on the team.
I don't know. I feel like it is. Jaylen Brown makes similar statements to Kyrie, but he's not as polarizing like of a figure.
Not nearly as
Kyrie.
polarizing.
Like Kyrie is very like in the news. Like everyone cares what Kyrie has to say. Like Jaylen Brown's a little bit under the radar. He be saying similar stuff, but like it doesn't reach the same heights that Kyrie's does.
He's not the same. He doesn't have that same, I guess, public presence as a Kyrie. Like Kyrie's been at this a long time. Like we know who he is. But again, I just think they overthought that decision, in my opinion, Drew. You take the best player available. To me, that was clearly Jaylen Brown. And I'm saying that as a guy who believes, we got Trae Young floating out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got different guys. I still believe Jaylen Brown, though, was the easiest no-brainer for that replacement. Like, I just think that's what it was. But did I rate the take? It's a 1 for me, though. Yeah, I'm putting a 1 down.
It's disrespectful, I would say.
It's direct disrespect.
It definitely is.
I get why they didn't do it, but like just bringing the whole team outside of
3 of your teammates is crazy.
Yeah,
the team. Every single player except for Pritchard. I think all the rest of them are not even eligible. Like it's literally everyone, and Pritchard was with them practicing. Yeah. Like everybody was there except for JB. It's crazy.
It's wild. That's why you take Goldrick to the ESPYs, you know what I'm saying? You just give your little speech or whatnot, like, and then you go to Cancun. Like, you just put your toes in the sand afterward. And take 5. All right, so more Olympic takes. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's get into it. Let's just get into it.
Now, this is no disrespect to none of these legends at all. I swear it's not. Y'all know how I feel about most of them. These boys gonna be about 30. And I promise you, y'all know it's real takes over hot take. I don't even think this shit is a hot take. Now, before the casuals start typing in the comments, just look at the 2008 starting 5. Obviously, it's a good starting 5. CP3, a young Bron, a young Melo, Kobe, and Dwight Howard. Now, this year's Olympic team starting 5, what I think it should be, Bron, Steph, KD, AD, and Joel Embiid. Even if you cancel out the starting 5, let's say they both play great. What are you doing with that bench? Your best bench player is Chris Bosh. Look at the 2024 bench. We got Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Bam Adebayo. Are we being dead ass? So before y'all start typing in the comments, it's not a 5-on-5. It's a whole game. Boy, that ain't even a close game. Now,
okay, so y'all heard the take. So we're comparing the 2008 Olympic men's basketball team to the 2024 squad that we've just been speaking on. So just for the podcast sake, the 2008 team, this was their roster. All right, they had Carlos Boozer, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, Chris Paul, Darren Williams, Dwight Howard, Dwayne Wade, Jason Kidd, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Redd, and Tayshaun Prince. Okay, so we're comparing that team to, this is off the top of my head, I know the starting lineup was Steph Curry, Drew Holiday, Devin Booker, LeBron James, Joel Embiid. Then you go to that bench. We mentioned Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant. I'm not going to count Kawhi Leonard, so Derek White on that bench. Who am I missing here? I already said KD. Do we have another guard coming off? I don't think I missed anyone. I think I said Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, I think you got
fact check me. I don't think I was missing anybody of, no. He's saying that the 2024 team will wax that 2018. So let's go ahead and rate the take.
So I could already see in Julian's face, and I know Morgan, you're about to do the same thing. Y'all are both ready to ride for your Lord and Savior Kobe Bryant. But unfortunately, this is a 2 or a 1. They would get absolutely demolished by this team.
You saying this team would demolish the 2024?
No. 2024 would destroy 2008.
All right. Ian, you want to chime in?
I'd probably give it 3.5. I think the teams are very similar. Like we're nitpicking at this point. I don't think they get thrashed. Like I do think it would be a very competitive game. I honestly might even take 2008 over them. Just looking at all these stars. I don't know. It's so close. I would probably have to lean with the team that we have right now, 2024. I just think they're a little bit more athletic. I don't know, a little bit younger, but I don't know.
Not even.
What do you mean?
Younger?
They're not.
What?
They're not.
20. They have Ant-Man who like 23.
I mean, he's younger, but the starters are not younger.
Exactly. Like Braun, Curry, KD, like those guys are old. Like
I guess those people, yeah. But we got Tyrese, we got AD. Like, what do you mean?
Tyrese is not moving us. I'm not gonna lie.
See, this is why
he's a good player. I like Tyrese as a player, but I'm just saying, like, that doesn't move me. Like, we're talking about Olympic teams. Like,
bro, he fits. But
Tyrese Halliburton would not make this team that's in the picture.
But God, he wouldn't.
Like, okay.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Like, you would not.
What you got, Drew? What you got?
This is it. I think it's a 5 take. Like I'm not saying.
Go ahead.
Chill, Jacob. Chill. Anyways, I think it's a 5.
Y'all goofy, man.
Hey, you gotta come back to me.
All right. Then let me expand on why it is a 5 take. It is a 5 take. Okay. So let's just be real about what we're doing right now. So this is 2008. That we have to take into account. This is the prime of these 3 guys. Like, this is when it was absolutely lit and ridiculous. Like, it wasn't like I've been trying to describe how good these 3 players were. Make it 4, actually. Make it 4 players, because I don't think we're really highlighting and shining a light on how deadly they were on a basketball court on both ends. Carmelo Anthony, that's one of the nastiest players of all time. Y'all already know that. Chris Paul. Okay. I'm not even a Chris Paul fan, and I wasn't even going to mention him, but this is when he was deadly. This is when he was nice. He was a top 5 point guard in the league at this moment in time.
Number 1.
Bro, Kobe Bryant in 08. Are you dead serious? Jacob.
That's prime Kobe. That's
like 40 at will Kobe. You know what I mean? Like, that's when it was absolutely ridiculous, like unstoppable force. You couldn't do anything about it. LeBron James in 08, dude, 4 years into the league. Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
Bro,
that LeBron would be better than pretty much everybody on the Team USA that we have right this second. He'd probably be better than all of them. Maybe not Curry, something like that. He'd probably be better than all of them, in my opinion.
Not KD and not Curry.
Maybe not KD.
I should try to KD.
Dwayne Wade. Come on, man. Like,
why are you going down this list? Like, the other 2024 team doesn't have monsters.
I mean, we could go position by position.
Who's Dwayne? Who's prime Dwayne Wade?
Bro, we have people saying Ant-Man's the next MJ, bro. Like, are we serious right now?
Oh my god.
I don't believe that, but that's that's out there in the news.
Ant-Man is not as good as Dwayne Wade was in his prime.
I never said he was. I'm just saying.
Not yet, like maybe he'll get there. But we're not talking about projections, though. Projections don't really matter for this. Like, this is about how good they are right now.
Yeah, wait, Julian. This is 08 though. When was D Wade drafted? 04?
Yeah.
05 maybe?
No, 3.
3? Right?
Yeah, 03.
Okay, so this is him 5 years into the league.
He already had a championship. This is He was like that.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Bro, I'm just saying. We have
What are
KD,
you
like you just
talking
mentioned.
I get we have KD. I get we have Curry. LeBron is too old to face a team to face himself at 04. He's too old for that. Like that would be ridiculous matching up. Embiid, that's where it gets a little tricky. But
no,
again,
it doesn't though, because we
D12.
have to see the man in the middle of this picture. Like
What?
That's not gonna be sweet.
Is D12 what?
Oh, 8 Dwight,
bro. Can we just
that? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking Dwight. I'm taking Dwight.
So disrespectful. Bro.
I'm taking Dwight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm taking Dwight
all night.
So stupid.
I am taking Dwight.
Joel Embiid is a league MVP.
He's led the league in scoring 3 years in a row.
Dwight Howard went to the championship in LeBron's East
and lost. I don't care. Like, what does that even mean?
He lost to Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah, for real. Like,
what do you mean? Okay, like it wasn't like it's not like Dwight Howard wasn't a monster.
Dwight
like,
Howard was a journeyman, bro. I'm trying. This is actually disrespectful, bro. What are we talking about?
Him in his prime. You can't look at the
whole
career.
In his prime is literally.
Did you say he's a journeyman? Did you say he's a journeyman? Let's not get disrespectful. Like
that was
Dwight
disrespectful.
Howard,
that was so disrespectful.
I mean, Dwight Howard's an NBA champion, multiple-time All-Star,
multiple-time All-Star, five-time rebound champ, two-time block champ, three-time D-boy.
I'm not disagreeing that he's one of the best centers of all time.
8-time All-NBA.
In his prime, I'm taking him over. In his prime, I'm taking him over Joel. I'm sorry.
But Joel was literally the best scorer on the team. He'd be the dude. Joel, if we're going points per game,
please no. Do not do it. Don't say it.
What? On the 2024 team. He is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something crazy.
Nah, I wasn't gonna.
You said Joel is the best scorer on this team?
Yes.
But anyway, the biggest thing y'all are missing is the fact that the greatest shooter of all time, Stephen Wardell Curry, is being implemented into this roster. That is such a huge piece. Not to mention the fact that the entire Celtics roster is on there. They're going to be getting threes up.
These rosters moving us. The Celtics roster cannot be what moves you. Like, they won a championship, cool, but like this is Olympic basketball. Like you will see the guys in the picture, like Tayshaun Prince, Melo, Kobe, Bosh, Dwight.
Drew.
Like it goes side to side like of monsters. Like these guys were all dogs.
Jacob,
so let's not talk about the Celtics roster. Like, come on now.
Do we want to go position by position?
White? No. Listen to me though. Drew Holiday and Derek White. Not only would they not make this roster, but in addition to that, like just look at the guards that we have here. Like
we're gonna stop that,
bro. Look at the bottom. Chris Paul, Darren Williams, and Jay Kidd. Like,
they're gonna stop that.
I mean, no.
What?
That's why. Let me get into my spiel. I was laughing too hard earlier, but like, let me go ahead and get into it. Like, number one, this is a 5 out of 5 hot take. I'll say it's a bad take.
Someone just said in the comments, let's look at somebody knows.
What are we looking at and talk? What are we talking
about?
I
have no idea.
I don't even know. But anyway,
looking at here. I really don't know what we're looking at.
Like, this is Olympic basketball, not NBA basketball. Like the
Celtics
roster was a great NBA. It's a great NBA team. This is not the NBA. Like, not at all. These are dogs, monsters. They don't care. If you match them up with the Celtics, they'll 50-ball Celtics. So I don't want to hear about it, honestly. Anyways, though, 5 out of 5 hot take. The guy said, like, when we get to the bench, is where this new team would have the edge. That's wild to me. Being honest, that's just wild. He's talking about Chris Bosh is your best player. Chris Bosh averaged like 26 and like 12. Like, Chris Bosh in his prime before he went to go play with LeBron, like, people don't remember because when he had to go play with LeBron and D Wade, he had to turn into, he lost that weight, turn into a 3-point jump shooter. When Chris Bosh was in the post, come on now. Like, he was like that. He was top 3 power forwards in the league. So to say he's not a dog, to say like him being your standard on the bench is low, that's insane to me. Like, who was off this bench? Chris Bosh.
It had to be D Wade too.
Chris Bosh, D Wade, Darren Williams. Like, come on, bro. Come on now. This team's not getting blown out by any team. I don't think there's an Olympic team that we could ever put together that would blow this team out. And that's why I say the team is 5 out of 5. No team is blowing this team out.
I would take the
Nobody.
I would take the dream.
I mean, this will just turn into a never-ending
them out.
debate. We should just
blow out.
Bro, we gotta look at the dream team if we really want to do that.
The dream team's not blowing that team out.
Let's look at the dream team.
They're not. They're gonna blow them out, bro.
Oh, yes. We gotta look at how deep that team was, bro.
Dude, they would beat them. They would not blow them out.
This team is.
Bro, they got Prince on here, bro. Tayshaun Prince.
Tayshaun Prince.
Are you talking
about him? Number one? You're talking about glue guys.
Oh.
You just talked about glue guys for this 2024 team.
That's
talking
fine.
about Derek White and
Drew. Glue guys, yes.
Tayshaun Prince is a glue guy on this team.
That's fine.
He's much better than Derek White and Drew Holiday ever were.
That's fine, but let's
talk
talking about the dream team.
All right, let's talk dream team. Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Clyde Drexler, Pat Ewing, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Christian Laettner, Karl Malone, Chris Mullin, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, and John Stockton, coached by Chuck Daly.
Yeah, it was a great team. They're not going to blow this team out, though. Come on now.
I don't like. They're not blowing them out.
They're not blowing that team out.
They're not blowing them out.
Number one, you have to factor in the fact, like, if you're talking about those guys all in their primes at the same time, it would be a way different story. But when the dream team was constructed, those guys are not all in their primes.
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
That boy Larry Bird was on the sideline getting the heating pad on his back. Like, come on.
I
now.
mean,
Magic
Larry
Johnson
Bird
and
would
him.
look crazy on
like,
that floor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if they put Larry Bird, if they put that version of Larry Bird out against Kobe or LeBron, come on, he's gonna get fried.
I mean, that's fine, but we got all-time David Robinson, who would probably be one of the best players. He'd probably be the best big man on this team right here.
Okay.
Then we got Michael Jordan,
for sure.
He's the best player on this team right here. And then we have
barely.
Y'all fellas don't understand how good Dwight Howard was. Like,
I know how good Dwight Howard was, bro.
Bro, Dwight Howard was leading a finals team as a glass cleaner.
And
he was leading it as a glass cleaner.
Bro,
he was just big.
I don't understand. You're giving Joel credit for being a scorer or whatever. Joel's buckets don't ever turn into wins.
It's
like,
not
I'm just being real. They don't turn.
It's
like,
not the same.
he doesn't lead. He doesn't lead his conference in terms of wins in a year. Like, y'all never finished in first place.
He never finishes the year, bro.
Okay. You
Whenever
don't finish in first place. You don't have playoff success, and we're gonna sit here and talk about Dwight and try to downplay Dwight. Dwight was in the East. Dwight was in the East. The Celtics were a team. The Celtics were 5 when Dwight was in the East and went to the finals.
I know the Magic were 5.
Yeah, but Dwight was the leader of that team, leading them to the finals. LeBron was elite. Yep, he was elite at this point. Dwight,
you had to
gets
get
him
through
out.
Dwight.
Yeah, it's not the same Bron, but whatever.
Whatever. Hey, it's a 5 out of 5 take for me. Drew said the same thing. Like, when we talk about these guys, we talk about the golden age of hoops. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we grew up on. It's type 5. Like, no, these guys are they're legends, cemented in history. I don't think I could sit here and tell you that, you know, a squad with Derek White, Tyrese Halliburton, and the crew is gonna blow them out or beat them, whatever it is. I can't say that. No, that's not.
Last thing, I'm taking this bench over the bench now. I'm sorry, I am. I'm taking this team's bench, like this picture bench 2008, over the bench that we have right now. I am.
I don't know.
That's a terrible take. That's one.
I am. Darren Williams, Dwayne Wade, Bosh. Like, come on, bro. We don't have a D Wade off the bench. Do we have a Bosh off the bench? I don't even think we have a Bosh.
We have Ant-Man, bro. I'm tired of
We got KD off the bench, dude.
No,
like,
he's not. Well, he's not really off the bench though. He didn't play in the last game because he's like injured or whatever. But like, that's why he's not. I'm not counting him off the bench.
Who? Ant-Man?
No, KD.
Oh,
like obviously, yeah. If we say KD, yeah, KD's better than them. But no, KD's
definitely interesting. Definitely interesting there. You two on the right screen of mine, like it's on the right screen. You two, y'all not historians, bro. Like,
gotta learn about
it. Shows.
Honestly,
I mean, this was a stupid take for Lakers fans and Kobe followers.
I didn't even talk about Kobe. That's the funny.
I already knew what your rating was before we even started.
I didn't talk about Kobe though.
Both of you, I called it out. We can run the clip back.
But I mean, because you know that Kobe in 08 was nicer than anybody that we have on the team right today. Like, you know,
I do know that. I do know that, and that blinded both of you. You're blinded by that.
It's just the truth.
Not
just about Kobe, LeBron.
Like,
Chris Paul was in this.
It sounds like it's just about Kobe.
Kobe didn't come up.
He just said, Kobe's the best player on this team right now. Did he not just say that?
Yes, now he did. I'm talking about when we were talking about it. He didn't come up one time.
It's not true.
I brought him up. I most certainly brought him up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
no, I had to bitch it being like
that goes unsaid though. Like we know
that is an understood argument. Yeah. Like that is
we know the vibes on that.
Portion
like,
of the discussion. Like and again, I'm not even like the biggest fans of these guys. I had to mention Chris Paul too. Do we have a point guard on the roster that rivals Chris Paul?
No. I mean Curry, obviously. Curry, but yeah.
Yeah, I Curry it too. We get into that all the time. But all I'm saying is like, I don't know about that. I don't know who'd win. I know for a fact nobody's getting blown out though. I'll tell you that much. That's take 5. Let's get into the last take of the day. All right, so we do got to talk about the Lakers again, and Bronny James again. Watched them play last night against Reed Shepherd. I gotta bring myself back. Y'all saw the stats, but like I watched it cover to cover. Like I know Bronny had been playing in I believe the California Classic or whatever before this. I watched some of the highlights of those games, watched tidbits here and there, but I never watched it cover to cover until Vegas because I wanted to see it on that stage. The Lakers fans, they come in in trolls like they come out of the woodwork when it comes to Vegas because it's very close. But I watched him play, and Drew, when he touched the ball in the first quarter and put shots up, like it was like it was like Bronny got the ball like that. But once the second half came into it, Drew, it was just murmurs. Like it was inaudible, noise every time he put a shot up. Obviously not playing very well, but let's get into this take though.
Bronny James is top 5 player inside the NBA draft. If you the question you asked earlier, you said, is there a player, what I'm saying, what makes a player ready for the NBA at the next level? If you want to look at a player, don't look no farther than Bronny James. Bronny James is embodying what it takes to be inside the NBA right now. I'm telling you, listen, the way he can catch the ball, the way he can shoot the ball, the way he can orchestrate the offense, the way he's playing on defense. Bronny James is probably the top 5 ready prospect inside the NBA right now.
Dion, like I know.
Now, this one shouldn't have even made the show.
Bronny James is a top 5 prospect in the 2024 NBA draft. Is there anyone who has a rating under 5 here? Let's just do it this way. Okay. So let's raise it to 10. All right. Let's raise it to 10.
We can raise it to 50.
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot of a take was this?
It's still a 10.
9.5.
No. Why?
There's room. There's room.
Here comes in. He's throwing.
I want to be different,
bro. I'm just saying. Like, I feel like if they can just instill some confidence in him, maybe he'll be better. Or, I don't know.
Instill some confidence in him. Instill some confidence?
You got 14 shots up, bro.
What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm just saying. Like, people have bad shooting nights.
What?
That's true. But, I mean, you're acting like I'm agreeing with the take. I'm not agreeing with the take. I'm just saying he can play better with better confidence.
You contradicted yourself immediately.
How?
You said he needs confidence, and then you said he had a bad shooting night on 14 shots. He got his shots up.
Bro. It's not even that, Jacob. I almost lost myself. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying he needs confidence after this.
No. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Ian. All right. You're a 55th overall draft pick in the NBA. Your contract is guaranteed. Guaranteed bread coming in. You need confidence?
Bro,
you need confidence to perform.
He's
you made it,
bro.
You made it.
Morgan, let's be real.
You need confidence. You need more confidence now to perform in Summer League.
Morgan, let's just be real, bro. He's under a microscope.
I understand, but you're a starter. You're starting on the Summer League team as a 55th overall pick. That's unheard of.
Yeah,
you
bro.
have a contract.
Bro, everyone in the world knows he really doesn't deserve that spot. He probably believes that himself. So his confidence probably isn't that high. I'm just saying.
It's just basketball.
He needs to exit.
Basketball.
Hey,
because hold on just 1 second. Hold on just 1 second, Julian, before I let you go. We had this conversation. It was either a week ago, 2 weeks ago. We've been talking about Bronny. And I know you for a fact, Ian, looked at me in my face and said, he's not new to pressure. You know, this is not something that he's is unheard of for him as a basketball player. He's been under scrutiny his entire life. The James family told me as such.
I didn't say that, but
Oh, you didn't say that.
But that's true. Yeah, that was Julian.
Okay, well, here we are.
That's true though, but I'm just saying.
Here we are. All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying it's a different, like it's happening right now. Like this is real time. Like it's gonna be a lot of pressure on you.
It's not. I'm sorry, that's not an excuse.
I didn't say it was an excuse, bro. I'm just saying his confidence, like he's gonna need more.
We
confidence.
don't care. We don't.
Okay,
care.
I'm just saying if you want this to work out, because it looks like you're gonna be stuck in it, he's gonna need more confidence.
We don't care. Stephen A. voice, we don't.
You don't care?
Hey.
All right, that's why you're gonna be seventh in the East when he's on your bench. What?
What did you say?
You're gonna be seventh in the East. I mean, in the West.
I'm playing the West, number one.
West.
So
don't be mad when y'all are bad. Like you should just try and get your talent better.
Can we stop it? Number one, let's stop it. Like as a LeBron stan, I understand you feel it's your duty to your Lord, like your father, like your lover,
that's
LeBron.
His prince right there.
Yeah, like you gotta, you feel it's your duty to honor the crown. Like you want to honor the crown of his family. I get you, like I understand, but it's like we have to just be serious. Like there's no room. Like don't leave a 0.5 in room to say he's a top 5 player in this draft. It's a 10 out of 10 take. It's 100 out of 100 take. What?
He said 9.5, dude. So there was room for speculation.
There's no room. He is not a top 5 player in the draft. Obviously, we know. We have to tip our cap to do it on the podcast for elite clickbait / raise bait. Like we have to tip our cap to him. Shout out to him for that because definitely went viral on it. But obviously, Bronny James not a top 5 player in this draft. I hope he gets it together for his sake, like because this has got to be tough. Like you say though, like being a LeBron son, like it does come with a lot of great things, but in this aspect, like if you suck at basketball, it's gonna suck for you. Like he's gonna get a lot of hate. It's gonna be pretty embarrassing. So I hope he gets it together a little bit, or they just put him on the bench and he shuts up because I'm tired of seeing stinkers, honestly.
And my thing is this, Drew. I honestly believe that this hype that we're seeing is only because it's summertime. There's not that much that we're talking about, especially as basketball fans. So it's like you got LeBron, you got his son, Lakers, glitz and glam. Like we're going to be paying attention to Bronny, but once the season starts, all of this will be, out the door. We'll be wondering if the Lakers can actually win basketball games rather than focusing on, Bronny James. But I just think, again, it's embarrassing. To me, as a Lakers fan, it's truly embarrassing that we have to sit through this. Like, and to hear JJ Redick talk, it's all good things about Bronny. He's showing that he's got this great feel for the game, this, that, and the other, whatever. Like, and I believe he does. Let me just go ahead and say that. I believe he will be a good basketball player overseas. But I just think when we talk about NBA, see, y'all are laughing, bro. Y'all are laughing, but it's like there are great leagues overseas, and there are great players overseas. Like you can't just be a guy and play in China. You can't. You cannot, Jacob. You get what I'm saying? You can't just be I can't go play in the Chinese league today. Is what I'm trying to say. It take me. I don't even know if 10 years I could play in the Chinese league. I don't even know if I could do that. All I'm trying to say is
like somebody like Sultan, I think could like get a bench spot on the Shanghai Sharks.
No, no, he can't. Like,
nah, that's crazy.
Nah,
that's
no.
crazy. That's a different level of me right there. That's a different level of me right there.
That was crazy.
That is crazy. I'm just trying to say that he's good, but not for this. This isn't Bronny. You know what I mean? Not now, not today. I wish he would have stayed in school. I wish he would have played G League, went through the proper channels to, develop his game, because it's just not there yet. It's not there yet. It looks good, but it's not there. We don't see the results. Like, we're not seeing why this happened, why this transpired. That's all I'm trying to say about it. That's
Sharif. Sharif plays in China. If Sharif couldn't make the NBA, I don't know about Bronny. I feel bad for Bronny. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we see raw talents come through and not be able to make it. Y'all remember Mike James? Hold up. Hold up. Let me put y'all on some game really quick. Mike James. We watched him play, and y'all remember him too. Y'all just don't, y'all would know him, but y'all just don't remember him. He played for the Nets
some years ago.
Some years ago. Played for the Nets. This is spark plug guard shooter. Bro, if you drop this dude into your local rec gym, your local league, college even, whatever, he'd be Mr. McNasty. That's how bad it was. Like, he was getting busy with the NBA players, whatever. Couldn't make it in the league, had to go overseas and get him a championship himself. Like, very great player. 10 times better than Bronny. You know what I'm saying? Bronny just has to. I don't know, man. It's just embarrassing to say the least to watch how this is all transpired. Connect looks good though. I mean, Connect, he looks all right. Got twerked by Reed Shepherd, but he looks pretty good though. There's some promising stuff there. I'll just be glad when the Bronny stuff is done, though. I'll be glad when it's over with.
I hope he turns out to be okay. I really do.
I don't think so, Drew. Not for the NBA. That's my only point, and that's what I was rambling about. Just not for the league. Like,
shout out to LeBron. Shout out to Clutch Sports.
Yeah,
they got him right for sure. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anything else on Bronny before we go ahead and wrap it up here?
Nah.
Shout out to my Lakers. Shout out to my Hawks. Very bleak future, but every dog has his day. At Take 5 Pod, man, make sure y'all follow us everywhere: Facebook, YouTube. We're on Twitch, X, Twitter, TikTok, and any other platform I did not name. Coming on weekly. So stay tuned for updates on our profiles. All right, gentlemen. Y'all take it easy.